Good afternoon to the Hightstown High School community. On this Friday afternoon, I would like to take a few moments, as many of you probably are well aware, we're going to begin remote and hybrid learning on January 19th, this coming Tuesday. I speak personally that I am more than excited. It's been a long time coming. I remember when I first made the announcement that we would discontinue in-person learning and go all remote in March. Never in my wildest memory or ideas that we would be out as long as we have. But in the time that we've been out, we have worked tirelessly to provide a safe environment for all members of the Hightstown High School community, staff, parents, and students. It's important, however, that I take a few moments to highlight what I call the non-negotiables for our return. In our presentation that all students and staff had the opportunity to view this week, and our staff went over these ideas, there are certain non-negotiable items that must be followed. It's critical if we're going to have a safe return that we keep the expectations high. This obviously will create some challenges. Maintaining 6 feet is critical to maintaining a safe environment. Our expectations are that all students and staff will follow the guidelines that we set forward. Much has been said, and I really hope I don't have to say it, but I will say it again. It is a non-negotiable item that masks must be worn at all times. We must be vigilant on wearing our masks, especially when we're inside the building. Our expectations is that masks will be worn by all students and staff throughout the day here at Hightstown High School. Another area that we've talked a lot about is just making sure that we take our proper distance. We wash our hands. One final piece of just the non-negotiables is that we need to be aware of our health conditions. If at any time a student or staff member does not feel well, they need to stay home. That's critical. If you are not feeling well, if you're running a temperature, all those very, very basic pieces of maintaining your healthy existence must be enforced. What we've implemented here at Hightstown High School, and this will happen when your child, if you're a student and you're in the hybrid environment, you'll have a health survey. It'll be in the parent portal. It must be completed prior to entering the building. It's simple questions, making sure that we have allowed only the healthiest students arrive at school and we can monitor. It's critical that you take this every day. To our students, if your parents need some assistance, you can show them how to access that in the parent portal. It's critical that all students will complete the form. If a student does not complete the health survey form, the administrative team will contact the parent, will contact the student. We must ensure that these forms are completed. If for any reason the health form has a positive trigger, if you answer a question in a way that you get flagged, is the term that we use, you should not attend school. We have notification, our administrative team will be notified, and we will verify that that student is not present in school. We want to be very flexible in this time regarding our attendance. However, it's important that students must attend class. We've been emphasizing that in the all remote world, and that'll continue in the hybrid world as we begin the reopening back in the Hightstown. I just want to take a final moment to emphasize one final important idea. Reopening on January 19th is going to look different. We are going back to school, but we are not going back to school the way it was prior to March. We need to slowly, gradually return to the way things were. We must maintain social distancing, limiting the amount of travel in the building. We have greatly reduced the number of students that can be in a class, and we put numerous protocols for our students and our staff to follow to ensure that we have a safe environment. If we do these things, I truly believe we can have an efficient and effective and fulfill the requirements that we need to stay in school. However, we fully know that we need to be prepared. At any given moment, we may have to resume remote learning, and we are capable of doing that. My final message to our Hightstown community, please make sure that you check out the high school website. Our schedule will be updated, our new schedule will be there, and important information will be provided throughout the hybrid remote world. I do wish you one final thought before we wrap up this Friday and we get ready to come back on Tuesday. Make sure at all times you're taking care of yourself. If you have questions or problems, do not hesitate to reach out. Our staff and our community have been great in reaching out. We've tried to answer every question that we possibly can. So if you have a question or concern, please do not hesitate to contact our office. Even today, one last thing that has just popped up, and I just want to make sure everybody is aware. A few questions have been brought about bus passes. Bus passes are electronic. Your bus pass is in your parent portal on your Genesis page. So if you're looking for a bus pass, you will not be mailed a bus pass. It's located in Genesis. So parents and students, take this final couple of days before we come back to review the protocol. One last idea, and I meant to say this earlier, parents, please review our new drop-off and dismissal procedures. This has to do somewhat with COVID, but because we changed our parking configuration, our traffic pattern, the new procedures are located in the presentation that's on our website. So again, we kind of moved some of the parking and our parent drop-off areas. That's more conducive for just a general safe dismissal and arrival. Again, I can't wait to see everybody Tuesday morning. Make sure we have our masks on, maintain our social distancing, and most important, come to school ready to learn, have some fun, and we're going to have a great second half of the year. As always, be safe, Rams.